It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Wildcard Brewery and it's a can of their Ella IPA coming in at 5.7% ABV. Described as an IPA packed with Ella, Sabro and Citra hops. Brewed with water, barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. Coming in at 5.7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Now, I went to Tesco in the hope of picking up some of the brand new beers that have been released, most notably the Buxton Brewery Imperial Stout. I think it's called Rain Shadow, something along that line, and they didn't have it. But previously, when I went to Tesco about a month or two ago to pick up all of the new range of beers that were available back then, they didn't have the whole range either. So including this one, the Ella IPA, and I've also got another one coming up shortly, Vocation X Marble Brewers from Manchester, hop, skip and juice. They didn't have that one either. So I picked up two of the recently released beers to review, and I hope to get the Buxton Imperial Stout, well, soon, hopefully this week. Wildcard Brewery. We'll leave that there for a second. We've got a 2-finger whitehead. Nice colour to the beer. Straw coloured IPA. So very promising look to the beer. Slow moving carbonation. Nice haze going on. Let's get the aroma. Whoa, that's lovely. Oh yeah, that's really nice, like pineapple chunks and mango and grapefruit. It smells really nice. £3 a can in your large Tesco stores. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Lovely. In fact, Stone the Crow's lovely. Stone the Crow's. I've had a few of the Wildcard beers, and I'm going to be honest, as I always am, they've never really blown me away. They've never made me want to put the beer down like I'm about to now and go, Stone the Crow's. So well done to Wildcard Brewery for producing something as lovely and hoppy as this. It's packed full of hops, really juicy. As I mentioned, in the aroma, the pineapple chunks. There's pineapple chunks in the flavour too. Citrusy, grapefruity, very clean. This is the important bit for me about this beer. It's really clean with the malts. There's a temptation to put a darker, redder malt in a, let's call it a New World IPA. And I always think that if you're going to put Ella, Sabro, Citra hops in the beer, then you really need to let them hops shine. And you really need to use a very light malt to let them flavours of the hops carry. And this is exactly what Wildcard Brewery have done here. They've put the lightest hops they've been able to get hold of in a beer and packed it full of hops. And that's the way to go. That is the way to go. So well done to Wildcard Brewery. A very nice beer, Stone the Crow's. I made a video just the other day talking about this new kind of Sabro hop. I thought initially it was the first time I tried this hops, but people quickly pointed out that there were other beers that I'd reviewed with Sabro hop in. But it's a relatively new hop for me. I like it. I like the flavours. I like that kind of juiciness about the hop. This is magnificent. This is a magnificent beer. I'm really happy with this. Great lacing on the glass. Look at the carbonation as you rock the beer back and forth. You can see the carbonation chasing the head of the glass. A really nice, clean, drinking, straw-coloured IPA. In terms of sweetness and bitterness, in terms of balance, there's a little bit of sweetness with the little bit of sweetness with the malt over there, a little bit of kind of bitterness from the hops over there, and it's a nice balance. It's not too sweet, it's not too bitter, just a lovely balance. Yeah, I'm really impressed by this. A naturally hazy beer. I'm glad I went looking for the Buxton Imperial Stout, and I'm glad that I come back with this. I tell you what though, on the shelves in Tesco, they've got them all this way, which is the back of the can. So the front of the can there, for some reason in Tesco in Culver, obviously the man stacking the shelves there is probably not a beer drinker. Oh, I had a chat with him. I did have a chat with him, and I said, oh, do you have the new Buxton Imperial Stout? And he said, no, what's on this cage is all we've got, he said. He said, everyone seemed to have taken up drinking in this pandemic. And I looked at him as if to say, what else are you going to do, mate? Get yourself a life, son. Like, at least you have a job, you know? At least you have a job. It might be stacking beer on the supermarket shelves. You might be tired. Your back might be hurting because there's cases of, he had a load of cases of Corona, I think, or Heineken or something that he was stacking on. And at the moment he was stacking them on, people were taking them off. But, I mean, hey ho, you got a job, mate. Don't complain. A lot of people are struggling in this pandemic with their finances and whatnot. You should count yourself lucky. I'm going to rate this naturally hazy beer best Wildcard Brewery beer for me that I've tried. It's easily for me, for the price point, for the £3 price point. Well, I'd be happy if I bought that in a small bottle shop and it was a little bit more money. I mean, that's a great beer. It's a 9 out of 10. Stone the Crows, 9 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comments box. The Ella IPA, 9 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.